My name is Sheri Mansell. I grew up right here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I was born in Lansing, and I spent a little bit of time there when I was younger, but most of my time has been spent in Grand Rapids. Oh, high school, I dropped out in the ninth grade. So high school for me was actually terrible. I had a wonderful middle school. I loved my middle school teacher. I loved my middle school friends. I had tons of friends in middle school. And then when I got into high school, it became a complete and total nightmare. And and that's the reason why I dropped out. I was bullied really bad in high school. It was a shock to me because I went from having all these friends to even my friends started to bully me. And so I was like, I don't even know how to deal with this. And so I ended up just saying, you know what, Mom, I'm just not gonna stay here. And so I just dropped out, and that was the end of that. It was like the thing where I was just told my mom, look, I was really mature about it, I think, in the fact that I just told her, look, I'm going to drop out, and I'm going to, I promise that I'll always have a job, and I promise that I'll always be there to take care of you and do everything that you need me to do. And if you let me drop out, then I will keep that promise to you. And it turns out that I actually ended up keeping that promise to her. So she didn't care. And it wasn't like I didn't have any issue with my parents as far as that was concerned. My dad, he just goes along with whatever my mom said. So I didn't have any issues with that. And so it wasn't like a super emotional experience for me. It was kind of more clinical than anything. It was like, well, this is happening to me, and this is what I'm going to do from here. And I know what my plans are, and I'm ready to move on. Right now, I'm doing a whole lot of customer service from home. And then I also work for 2 other nonprofits that aren't here in Grand Rapids. One of them is in Georgia, and one of them is in Washington State. It's amazing. I would recommend that everybody does it. Even though I know that it's not for everybody. Some people do need to be in an office or in some kind of workspace. But I definitely would recommend that everybody, even for like a few hours, work from home, because it's freeing. And you don't have to worry about, a lot of times you don't have to worry about a boss or coworkers or whatever. And you can just quietly get your work done. And it's really good, especially for people that have anxiety and depression like I do. It's like I couldn't work in the normal work world. So finally being able to actually work, it's a relief. Definite relief. It's pretty severe. There was a time just last year where I was literally just in the house, period. Like, the only reason why I left the house was to get groceries. Otherwise, I was just there. And so, in the same right that the working from home is great for people that have anxiety, it's also bad because it allows you to stay in the house. And sometimes you need to get out, because the sun is really good for depression and anxiety. So, but yeah, I was totally so afraid to even leave. So I was just like a hermit in the house. And I think the only thing that got me up out of that was having to take Gabriel, because it was like at that point, it's like, I can't be that way because I have a baby. I have a child that needs someone to take care of them fully and wholly, So I got Gabriel because my sister, whom I love, is addicted to crack cocaine. And so I've pretty much raised Gabriel since he was a baby.
How old is he now?
He's 5, and he's always lived with me since the day he was born. He's lived with me, but I lived with my parents, so my mom was there to help out a lot as he was a baby, and so as he got older, my sister also lived in the house, but as he got older, she started to disappear a lot more, and so at some point she just kind of disappeared for good, and we didn't know where she was or what she was planning on doing. And so I had to at that point say, well, I need to get guardianship, and I have to get out of this house so that I can get guardianship of Gabriel, because I wouldn't have been able to get guardianship if I stayed at my mom's house. So I did everything I could to find a place to live. Luckily, Janet, my roommate, was sweet enough to let me stay with her, and then I just took him, and I've had him ever since. It was kind of devastating, but at the same time, like I said, he saved me from a lot of junk that I was going through. So it was a relief. For me, it was a relief, because I was like, whoa, I can finally focus on something other than feeling horrible about myself. So yeah, it was definitely like, now I have a purpose in life, where I didn't feel like I had one before. You want to have a seat? But yeah, he's a pretty cool kid.
I'm Gabriel.
How old are you?
I'm 5.
Who's your favorite superhero?
My favorite superhero is Spider-Man.
Why is he your favorite?
Because he swings on buildings.
Wow. Do you have a Spider-Man toy? Can you hold him up and show it to the camera? Can you hold up the car?
It's like holding up his black power fist.
There you go.
Hold up the car.
Yeah. Is that your favorite Spider-Man toy? Yeah, when did you get it?
I got it from the store.
You got it from the store? Did you get it for your birthday? For Christmas? Or just being a good kid?
For being a good kid.
Wow. What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be Spider-Man.
Wow.
Typical 5-year-old answer.
That's a good answer, though. You, been working on your Spider-Man jumps? Yeah? You jump pretty good?
You might look behind you. There's a spider web up there.
Well, as I tell people, my only future plans is raising a happy and healthy and intelligent young man. So I have a lot of plans for the future. I plan on working for big companies and, I even plan to move to a different country, and all of that kind of went out the window. And so all of my plans center around Gabriel, even the plans with the nonprofit. It's so that he can have a better life. Pretty much everything that I do at this point.
I want a question.
Yeah. You want me to ask you a question, or you want to ask me a question?
I want to ask you a question.
Okay, what's your question?
If Spider-Man goes up to the other house, into the other house, maybe he swings over there, and over there, and over there.
Yeah? Maybe.
I want to show you.
You want to show me?
Yeah.
Okay.
That wasn't a question.
Yeah.
This is the last.
That was a statement.